Eberechi Eze is going to go to Arsenal. That's breaking news. The news literally broke this morning. So yeah, I'm just going to cover that today. It looks like the move is going to be worth around £60 million plus add-ons. But yeah, it looked like Spurs were the favourites like leading up to yesterday and this morning. But Arsenal silently hijacked it. It was actually Eze got released from Arsenal when he was around 13. It's his boyhood club, so wonder how he feels about that going back to them after they got rid of him. But yeah, he's been really good for Crystal Palace. Just on my video yesterday what I put up, I was talking about if Palace can keep him on Mark Gahey, they might have a chance of winning the Europa Conference League. But now they might not have a stronger chance unless they go and sign someone else so they can play alongside Adam Wharton. But at Arsenal, it is going to have to try and fight to get into that midfield because at the minute you've got Zubimendi, Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard. And I thought personally that if he went to Spurs for him, it'd be a better move because like he'll play in his favourite position in midfield more often, but he might have to play out wide for Arsenal where he's still good but you're not quite getting the best out of him. And I think if you're paying around 60 million plus add-ons, you're gonna want him to be in his best position and getting the best out of him week in, week out, and so he's a proper threat. I still don't think Arsenal will win the league. I think unfortunately Liverpool will because City is still strengthening this year, but if Liverpool just sort out the defensive side, and there's still about 12 days left in the transfer window to try and get another defender in, but I think that they will win the league because other clubs aren't quite as good yet. And I think Arsenal, they need to win a trophy at least this year so Mikel Arteta can stay in charge, because I think if he doesn't win something then he's already under a lot of pressure as it stands. But I think if they don't win something then he might be sacked. But then who do they get in because he's been there for a long process. But yeah, Man City looks strong, but I think next year they'll just go back to running the league. It'll still be close between them and Liverpool, but I think next year City will just push on. And so this year is really the chance for either Liverpool or Arsenal or even Chelsea to go and challenge for the league, but I think Arsenal won't win it. But yeah, it's going to be really interesting how Eze fits into that team because like I said, we've got Zubimendi, Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard. A lot of Arsenal fans are wanting Odegaard to like sort of step his game up because in recent times he hasn't been as good as what he's shown. Also, an ex-player said that he thinks Declan Rice should be captain. I think Declan Rice would make a good captain. But yeah, in the Man United game, Odegaard weren't great, but the Arsenal team weren't great, really. But yeah, because Eze sort of plays as a 10, so it might have to be instead of Odegaard or instead of Zubimendi or anything like that. But yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how he fits in. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on how he fits in. And also don't forget to subscribe because in my last video, only 90% of you weren't subscribed who watched it. No, 10% you was. But yeah, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and so you don't miss any transfer updates. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.